Hey, welcome back. Okay, so let's get into some basics about Forex. What I'm going to do is I want to share my screen with you so that you can see exactly what it is that you will be doing and some of the things you'll be learning as you become a profitable Forex trader. So I'm going to share my screen just a moment. Hmm. Okay. So we are going to go here straight to um, a website called TradingView. I don't know if you can see that here, but it's called tradingview.com. It's a free site, and this is where we go to what we um, to do our chart analysis, what we call marking up our chart. Okay, and let me just clear this chart here because I do have some marks up on there. So on here is I want to teach you a few things about what you will be learning about Forex. Okay, so starting with what you'll be trading. Okay, so here you see on this Forex chart here, let's go over here to the watch list. You have what we call pairs. Okay, matter of fact, let me pull it up so you can really see what I'm talking about here. We're going to go to Forex pairs, okay? So these are your Forex pairs here. And we call them pairs because we're generally trading one pair against another pair, one country's currency against another country's currency. So we have the British pound and the US dollar. So we call it the GBP against the USD, right? We have other pairs here. We have the euro and the US dollar. We have the US dollar and the Japanese yen. We have the euro. Oh, we did that one. We have the Aussie, Australian dollar, and the US dollar. Okay. And there are many, many pairs. All right. The franc, Swiss franc, and the US dollar. We have the New Zealand dollar and the US dollar. So we can click on any of these pairs. As you see, this is the New Zealand dollar. I got some marks up on here. Let me remove the drawings from there. Okay, so these are the pairs that you see here. It's a pretty nice little setup I'm looking at here. But and you can trade any of them. You just click on them, and you're seeing what's going on with current pricing of that pair. This is the current price over here, okay, and um, 72.072 100. Current price right now is 71996. Okay, so that is the price action that we see there. Now, what we're looking at here are called Japanese candlesticks. Actually, these are the Hashinaki candlesticks, the Hakanashi candlesticks. Okay, and these candlesticks are similar to the Japanese candlesticks, and these are what we look at and analyze. These sticks hold data. Okay, and in that data, it's going to tell you what you need to know about that trade. All right. So let's look at the Japanese candlesticks. They're a little different. They look a little more sporadic than the Hakanashi candlesticks, and they do operate a little differently. So 9 times out of 10, you will be trading the Forex market with these candlesticks here, okay? And what's important to know about these candlesticks are that the blue candles or the green candles, let's change the color here. Let's get this back to standard so that you can see exactly what I'm referring to, what may be referred to you so that you can see. Okay, I like colors to be a little bit off sometimes, but okay, so the green candlestick, you can make your charts look like whatever you want them to look like. A matter of fact, when you first open this for the first time, this background will be white, and you'll see, I believe it's black and white candlesticks, and you can color coordinate them to your liking, as long as you understand that some of these candles are supposed to go up and some of them go down, and you need to know which color represents which direction. Now, the market only moves in two ways. It moves up and it comes down. I'm sorry, three ways. It moves up, it moves down, and it moves to the right. Okay? So, and when it moves sideways to the right, kind of like this, what you see right here, it's called consolidation. You'll see it again here. It's consolidation. It's not really going up or down. Okay. And it happens sometimes, especially, when you look on bigger time frames. Let's put it on the day chart. So each one of these candlesticks on the day chart took 1 day to make. Okay. This is the movement of 1 day. Okay, you see here this little, what we call a doji candlestick. This is what we call where the market couldn't decide what it wanted to do, so it didn't do much for that day, right? But as you can see, the overall trend of the market right now is going up. See, the candles are making their way up, but within that trend over several days, you had moves where the market came down. Then you had moves where the market just kind of, it went down, and you see these long little wicks at the end. It went down and then it came back up. Let me enlarge this so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So here you see this candlestick right here. It went up, it went down, way down. You see that long wick there on the candle, and then it went back up. Okay, so that is what you'll see. And here you'll see wicks at the top and you'll see wicks at the bottom. And all of that is price action that you see in the market. Okay. So what you also need to know that's important is that, and this is something I didn't learn for years, and it would have made all the difference if I had learned it right up front. But silly me, no one told me, and it didn't click that okay, so first, before I say that, the red candles indicate that the market is coming down, that the price is dropping, okay? And the green candles indicate that price is rising, okay? So and it does this all day. It goes up and it goes down to the point where it forms a trend. If it goes up more than it goes down, then it's creating a trend in the market. Sometimes it trends to the upside, sometimes it trends to the downside. And as you look back at price, okay, let me pull this up where you can see it. You can see it takes highs and lows all the time. That's all the market does. It goes up and it goes down. And what you're going to learn to do is you're going to look for patterns in the market, like this M. Okay, when you see this M starting to form here, let me get this chart where you can see it. You see this M pattern? That is a pattern, okay? It's a very common pattern. And when we see this beginning to form, right, we generally know right about here, we want to ideally take, the market is going to come down and we can make money on this downward action, right? So that's just a little idea of how the market moves. But what's important also to know that I started to tell you is that each one of these candlesticks, okay, so price, a candlestick, okay, it's going to open, if the price is increasing, it's going to open, buy candles, open at the bottom here, and they close at the top. So this doji here, it couldn't decide whether it opened and it closed at the same spot. That's what that means. It opened and closed at the same spot. Okay. And So it's going to open, the next candle is going to open at the same spot. And because the price is increasing, the candle went up. It might have came back down at some point here where you see it had the wick. It came back down, it went up, it went way up to here, right, to this level here, and then it settled and closed right there. So that's the closing price. It closes at the top. Sale candles, these red candles, however, okay, price closed at the top here on this green candle previous to it. It opened here. It went up. I'm sorry, it went up here, right? And it came back down. It went down a little bit. And then it came back up and it closed here at the bottom, right? So sale candles close at the bottom and open at the top. Buy candles open at the bottom and close at the top, okay? And that's an important thing to understand. So once you understand that, you know, you can kind of see where your price is, see where your candles are opening and closing, and you can mark up your candles. Now, what's another important thing that you want to learn about Forex trading? Well, as the market moves up and down, you have levels, okay, that we're going to cover in the next video. I don't want to go too much into depth with this video, but what we learned today, we learned that we're buying in pairs, right? Even with Bitcoin. I have Bitcoin on here. I trade Bitcoin sometimes, and gold, right? So here's gold, okay? It looks the same, right? As the pairs, okay? It looks the same. So you're buying and you're selling. One candle, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars on this one candle, okay? And you don't have to trade this whole chart. You just need to know which direction one candle is going to open and close, okay? And that's it. That's gold. We have, where's my Bitcoin at? Here it is, Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks exactly the same, right? Remember, let's take a look at Bitcoin. It's quite interesting. Let's make this a little smaller. I'm gonna put it on weeks instead of months, okay? So that you can see. So this is a weekly chart. Each one of these candles took exactly 1 week to create, okay? So let's see here. I'm gonna take you back. I'm gonna take you back to where Bitcoin began, and it was nothing, right? Look how little action is happening with Bitcoin here. I can't even make these candles bigger. Let's see. No, it just expands out. So Bitcoin, back here, Bitcoin was just getting started. This is, wow. Here, Bitcoin. Bitcoin entered the market August 15th, 2011, okay? Bitcoin originated in 2000 and late 2008, 2009, I want to say, okay? And as you can see, there was not much price action going on here at all, okay? Not much at all, right? So at this point in 2003 or 2011, Bitcoin went from about 4 cents a coin in 2009 to $325, okay, right here. Now, moving on up, look how little action it had. It had a little peak right here, November 2013. Price shot up. It shot clean up to $1,000, okay, in a few months. Let's move on up. Let's move on up here. What year is this? This is May 2017. We're seeing a little bit of action right here, right? You can see price at that point went up from $1,000 all the way up to $1,800 May 8th of 2017. By June, the next month, a month later, price was $2,400. By August, it shot up to $3,300. Okay, but let's move forward ahead. 2017 December, price was $19,000 in December of 2017. I remember I was playing heavy in Bitcoin at that time. Okay, 19,000. It almost hit $20,000. Matter of fact, on some market charts, I did see it at $20,000 at that time, right? Then it sloped back down and went down, down, down. So people who are holding money, holding Bitcoin at that time, if you had 1 or 2 or 3 Bitcoin, imagine it added up real quick in a short amount of time, right? And then it kind of took another little dive, and it hung out around $4,000 or $5,000 for a long time. Until when? Until recently, okay? Recently, we're talking last year, 2020, price started to influx up again, okay? Now we're at 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, all right? To where we are today. Where are we today with Bitcoin? Let's expand this chart so you can see what's happening here. I have a lot of lines on here. I've been doing a lot of trading on Bitcoin, so I don't want to erase my lines, my marks, my levels, my zones. Okay, I don't want to erase any of that. I just want to show you where price is currently right now. So February 1st, the first week of this month, we are at $40,000. It broke $40,000 again. Okay, it was at 40,000 back the first week of January. You see it hit 40,000 there, then it sloped down for a few weeks. Okay, this is what we call pullback, and it's back on the rise. Okay, so this is the best time to have gotten back into Bitcoin is when it fell down here, because we buy low and we sell high, right? Buy low, sell high. Remember that, write that down. So the lowest it had went in the last couple weeks was, here, let me put this on a day chart and I can better see what is going on. So on the day chart, and I don't want to make this video too long, but I get excited when I get in the markets. On the day chart, we had day low of 28. Wow, it went down to 28. Okay, 28,000 for one coin, $28,639.03. Today, we are sitting at, what are we today? Okay, here we go. Let's expand this out. So today, let's make these a little bigger so you can see what's going on. Right now, we are at current price, 39,351. You see this? 2 days ago, we were at 41,000. Okay, so this is the rise and the fall of the market. Okay, these are the highs, these are the lows, and this is what we're trading. Okay, we're seeing when to get in. When this is going up, if this is going to go up some more, I want to know when to get in. And I'm not going to take a day chart and trade on this day chart to see when I'm going to get in, because throughout this day, we have a 6-hour chart, okay, where it took 6 hours to form these candles, okay. We have a 4-hour chart. We have all the way down to a 1-minute chart that I can look at these candles and see when I want to make a sniper entry on. Now see, on the day and on the larger time frames, price looked like it was going up, right? We had buy candles. But look here on the minute chart. On the minute chart, oh, well, it's a buy now, but a minute ago it was a sale. It was selling off for a few minutes, right? So I could have got in and made a few dollars on these sale candles, okay, on this sale, right? That's what we call a sniper entry. Could have made a few dollars on here. See these pips in price? See how price moves? That is money, honey. That is money in the market, okay? So what we do is we set levels to see, and we set zones to see when we want to get in and out of the market, okay? We have indicators and things that we use to help us understand the market, okay? So that I'm going to end this video on that note for right now because it has gotten a little lengthy, and I will see you again on the next video. Until then, happy trading.